Hi guys, Eric here, and I'm going to show you how to import your downline and customer reports into Teamzy. So what you're going to want to do is log on to your back office, and for each of you it might be a little different depending on your network. But what we're going to do first is look for a downline report, something that's going to show a list of everyone that's on your team. Okay, so we're going to look for that. Now, hopefully your network allows you to export that list to a spreadsheet. That's the ideal situation. And if you are able to do that, I want you to go ahead and export that list to a spreadsheet. Ideally, just your personally sponsored or personally enrolled people exported. Okay, if it won't let you do that, then we can clean it up afterwards. But we want to get it exported. If there's no export function on your back office, then what you can do is once you have a view of that report, you can literally just copy it, and then paste it into an Excel sheet or into a Google sheet. Okay, so that's another way we can do it. Then you're going to go back in and get your customer list, like your customers, preferred customers, whatever you call them. We want to get all of them as well. And again, try to export it if you can. If there's no export, we're going to copy and then paste it into a spreadsheet. Okay, and I'm going to give you a little bit of tips on this as far as cleaning up these sheets. And just bear with me because this is a little bit of work, but the result is that you're going to be so amazingly organized and you're going to be able to stay in contact with people so efficiently. So what we're going to do is we're going to separate the columns. Make sure that your columns for the name are separated. In other words, you have a column for first name and you have a column for last name, not just a full name. Make sense? So if for some reason your sheet has it as a full name, you're going to want to split those columns out. And if you don't know how to do that, you can just Google how do I split columns in Sheets or in Excel. Okay. Also, we want to make sure that each column only has one type of data. So if you looked at a column that said email, it's all email addresses, right? And so on and so forth. If it says phone, it's all phone numbers. Okay. When you're done looking at your sheet and cleaning it up, again, we mentioned that with your downline report, we want to clean it up so it's just your personally sponsored or personally enrolled people. When everything's cleaned up the way you want it, then you're going to save as a .csv, which also is sometimes called comma separated values. It's just a file type. You're going to save it as a .csv file. Okay, and this is the file format Teamzy needs in order to import it. If you're using Google Sheets, I think it's export to CSV. Okay, now if you're a Mac user like me, we do not recommend using Apple numbers. Use Excel if you have it. If not, use Google Sheets, because there are certain types of Excel file types that a lot of the back offices use that are not readable by Apple numbers. Okay, so if you're an Apple numbers user, just use Google Sheets. Okay, so those are your tips for getting your lists prepared. Now, as far as importing them into Teamzy, couple tips. We want to import your downline report first. Okay, then you want to do your customer list. Okay, and then after those, you'll do your Facebook friends list, which is a separate video. But do them in that order. Downline report first, then customer list, then Facebook friends list. This will minimize the amount of duplicates that could be created, but it also will make sure that everybody's in the correct category. Okay, because a lot of times you have the same people on multiple lists. Teamzy will not import the same person twice, so if you put them in the right place the first time, the next time they show up, they'll just be ignored, which is what you want. Okay, so those are your tips. Now, as far as once you get your files, you're going to go to Teamzy, go to the team page. You'll see a little tab that says import. Click that, click import contacts, and then just find those CSV files you saved on your computer and bring them right into Teamzy. Thank you guys for trying us out. You're going to love it. We'll talk to you soon.